Hey, it's been a while since I've made one of these videos, and so many people wanted my recipe for my cheesy chicken broccoli bake that I thought I'd just make a quick tutorial video. This will be less than 5 minutes probably, because I made it last night, and Ian and Daniel and the boys, they all loved it so much that I had enough to do leftovers for tonight, and I was going to make it anyway. So I'm like, what the heck, let's just do a video. So anyways, the recipe will be posted in the info about the video. But what I have is, I always will buy like chicken breast and just roast it on a catering sheet with some pepper. I don't even salt it, no oil, because I use silicone pads. So roasted chicken, and then I take the broccoli and I also roast it just on a sheet, no salt. You don't need it for this recipe because of the cheese. And same thing with my red peppers, okay? I just cut them in half, de-seed them, devein them, and then just let them roast. And I do all that on 350 in the oven together for 30 minutes. It's going to cook twice, so you don't want to overdo it, okay? And I don't salt anything. I'm using silicone pans in my catering tray. So let's get started. I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to put my recipe right here so I can see it. And this is like, I don't know, this might be 6 ingredients, and then you put it in the oven and bake it. You don't ever turn your stove on. So what I'm going to do first is my broccoli that's roasted. I've already chopped it up, but I like to chop it up a little bit. So I'm going from tail, I'm going to put this down so you can see. I'm going from tail to the head like this, and I'm just running my knife through it. I'm not going to butcher it. I'm just getting like a rough chop on it, and I think this really helps. It's a nice bite. Good, and that's it. And so I'm going to put that in my bowl with my other broccoli, and it's 2 servings of broccoli total. So that is 5.5 ounces of broccoli. So it's 2 servings of broccoli. Now I'm going to take my roasted red pepper. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. If you want to do jarred, it's fine, but you know, they put salt and preservatives on and all that stuff. So simple to just take a red pepper and do it on your own. And if you don't like these veggies, then just swap them out for 2 different things. So this is I'm going to move my camera back up. That is my 2 servings of broccoli, and that's a lot of broccoli, which is 5.5 ounces, and 1 serving of roasted red peppers, which is, I'm going to check the measurements, which is 2.4 ounces, and use your digital scale, okay? Because that'll be more accurate. For those of us on program, we always weigh our vegetables, because usually you're undernourished because you're using dry measuring cups for ingredients that don't fit, okay? Chefs always use a digital scale. All right. I also pre-roasted my chicken. So I have peppered chicken. This is chicken breast, and I have 5 to 6 ounces of chicken breast. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is, I have my clear bowl. I'm going to move this back down. High tech, I know. I'm going to take my broccoli. This bowl is definitely not big enough. Give me a hot second. That bowl is big enough. And this is 1 serving, by the way. So I like to do them as individual servings, because I'm going to show you the little casserole, silicone casserole dish I have, which I love. But this literally takes 5-10 minutes to put together. So I have my roasted broccoli, my roasted red peppers, and now I'm going to add to that a 1/4 cup of reduced fat mozzarella cheese. You could do reduced fat cheddar cheese, whatever flavors that you like. I did this with 1/2 cup because I looked at it and then I thought, this is a while back when I first did the recipe, that it wasn't enough cheese and it was too much cheese. So a 1/4 cup of reduced fat mozzarella cheese or cheddar cheese, whatever you prefer. 1.5 tablespoons of light mayo. You do not need the extra fat in this, so we're not doing it. No reason. a teaspoon of minced garlic. Now you could use granulated garlic if you'd like. This is granulated onion powder. Don't bother with the minced onion because we know that's not really on program. Just don't bother with it. Oh, wrong thing. And then 1/8 of a teaspoon, I'm just going to eyeball this, of nutmeg, just a little bit. Okay, we don't want to overdo it. Okay. And then I'm going to take a pinch of pepper. It's 4 turns. And then my salt mill, I'm going to make sure it's on super fine. It is. And then a pinch of salt. That's it. That's all you need. Do not overdo it. Now, I'm just going to take it and mix all this together. And I can smell the pepper. I can smell the nutmeg. I'm really working in that cheese. Really trying to just get the mayonnaise. I just threw some broccoli at you. The mayonnaise worked through. Okay, so it's just kind of all over. We need that healthy fat for our digestive system, so it's really important that we use it. Because there is no oil on this. I didn't need to cook with oil. That's part of the problem with this country, is that we cook with things we don't need. All right, this is a silicone mini casserole. I got these. I have this one. I love it. They also come, they also come, I'm going to show you 2 others, which you might want to get. They come like this size. And then I also have this. Now this goes on, this is for sheet pan cooking, but what I love about this, and I also have half this size, is it has a lid. So you can literally cook your broccoli, cook your chicken, put it in this, or pre-do this casserole, put the lid on, and put it in your refrigerator. So anyways, I'm using this one. Don't need any oil. I love that. Okay, I'm going to take my mixture, and I'm just going to pour it into my casserole. See how easy this is? It is easy to eat healthy, and it's good. No, it's like lifestyle change. Okay, I'm not denying myself anything. Not a damn thing. Okay, I'm eating well. I'm eating good. And, you know, I learned to omit the things that I don't need. It's not that I don't want them. I don't need them. Okay, so that's there. Okay, there it is. Here, I'm going to show it to you. Hold on, flip it upside down. Here. So there is, oh, my fingers are on the way. There is our broccoli. Yeah, my filming skills are not high tech. Then I'm going to take my chicken and I'm just going to beautifully lay it. I like to make it look a little nice. So diagonally on that casserole like that. You see that? And then I'm going to take, now you have a choice. Either you could do reduced fat cream cheese. This is 1.5 tablespoons. Or for those of us on program that love our Laughing Cow cheese, you can use the garlic herb, any of the Laughing Cow cheeses. So this is the same size, okay? I'm going to take this and we're just going to put a little bit of creaminess on the top. And this is not like, listen, I'm just going to spread this over the top. I'm not going to get crazy with this, okay? Yeah, it's going in my belly. But you look at that and you think, oh, that's not enough. And then you put it on the top and you're like, that's plenty. And then you eat it and it feels so decadent and rich. And it's healthy for you. This is good for you, which is unbelievable. And I think that every time I'm like, wow, why did I not do this sooner? Okay. And then I will say one little indulgence, and it's not a lot, but I just like to put like literally a pinch, no more than that, of mozzarella across the top. You know, it's just like, you want it to just look pretty. So this, my friends, we did this in 5 minutes, okay? That's dinner. So here it is. Isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. It's going to be as beautiful as that picture. So let's go over here. So here we go. Here's a breakdown. cheesy chicken broccoli bake, 5 to 6 ounces of roasted chicken. You have a 1/4 cup of reduced fat cheese, 1.5 tablespoons of light mayo, 2 servings of broccoli, 1 serving of red peppers, and you have minced garlic, a little bit of nutmeg, onion powder, pinch of salt and pepper, and 1 tablespoon of light cream cheese. So that's really it. I'm just gonna put it in the oven at 350 just for like 15 minutes, maybe not even, just to heat it through. And then I'm gonna switch and turn the broiler on just so the cheese on top gets a little bubbly. One thing you could do if you're worried about the chicken drying out, which is definitely something to think about, you could do the broccoli, roasted peppers, like the casserole part, in the oven so the cheese gets all melty on the inside. And then before you put the broiler on, take it out, put your chicken on top with the cheese, and then pop it in the oven with the broiler on. That'll be long enough to heat up the chicken. So anyways, enjoy it. I love this recipe and I'm so glad that you asked for it. So hopefully I'll be getting back into the cycle of sharing my recipes. So just stay tuned. All right. Love you guys. From my kitchen to yours. Catch you later.